Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to this mini episode where I was guided to share with you a shift that is really powerful. As I was sharing in previous episodes as well, as we are shifting, as we have shifted into the Age of Aquarius, we are fundamentally changing our operating system as well. Now, in more concrete terms, I believe that many of us are really starting to see exactly in tangible terms what that means. And things are getting weird. Aquarius kind of weird, meaning we are no longer following a predefined path, and we are starting to realize all of the ways in which we have not listened to our inner child. We have not acknowledged our true soul's desires, which is one and the same. And we have actually submitted to the reality of those around us who have at some point abused or suppressed or judged our inner child. The reason why I'm talking about this today, it is because this is the new Age of Aquarius way. It is reconnecting back with our true authentic essence, with our true nature, and from that place create a new reality and a new way of being out into the world. Now, we are the pioneers, okay? Meaning we are the ones who are going to pave the way for the next generations to be who they really are out into the world. Because the next incoming waves of souls who have not had many lifetimes, or maybe not even one, any karma, they're going to be their most pure star-seedy selves, and they're going to need a world which is welcoming for these new souls to arrive. And as of today, things are still pretty hostile, right? So we need to be able to build structures. We need to be able to set the example. We need to be able to ourselves embody our true self, some call it higher self. I like to call it our true essence, our soul, our inner child. Now, the ways in which we are invited to do so may not feel comfortable at first, because after so many years of following the directions of our mind and looking for the logical, least the most safe decision, what we are most probably going to be faced with, and it's already being the case for me, and I would like to know if you're already experiencing some of these shifts as well, where the kind of crossroads that we are at is, and there's actually, the path is going to be paved with many more, where the direction will be just simplified, will be old way or new way, old earth or new earth, meaning the same way as before, meaning making decisions based on fear, not trust. Or are you choosing the new path? Are you choosing what you've always wanted to do, even though that path it's not yet paved, because you are the pioneer? And this is what we really need to understand, is that Nobody's gonna come and do the work for us. And this is why it is not easy, right? This is why we have chosen a path that is not easy, because it is obviously much more comfortable to follow, and it's safer because we see the tracks, we see the marks, we see there are landmarks, there are signs. But right now we are venturing out and we are relying solely on our soul and the codes, the gifts that we have been encoded with to really anchor into this new reality. And with that comes utter freedom. With that comes the freedom that that comes from creativity and freedom of expression and creative expression and joy, just knowing that you can be whoever you came here to be, and you no longer need to be in some sort of boxes for whatever reason. And again, although today things may not look at all in the favor of the other path, as light workers, as light warriors, we are tapping into a whole different wisdom. We are tapping into a whole different guiding system than what we have previously been led by. And personally, I have realized, or even though I have truly been working on releasing as many layers of fear as possible, I have been made aware of the ways in which I was still operating from fear and not really being in my full alignment and really trusting and taking that leap of faith into my highest reality. And with today, although this talk may seem abstract, I want you to look at the ways in which you are still, and not as a judgment, but as an encouragement, because things, as I said, may look unstable on the surface, but if you think about it, this is just because you have invested in the other path for a long time. Therefore, it feels familiar. And I also wanted to share that there is this misconception when it comes to being a black sheep. Now, we have only been the black sheep because we were born among white sheep or purple sheep. I don't know, but it is a choice that our soul made so that we can release the karma, so that we only come together with other black sheep now in the Age of Aquarius, because in the past it was just not in alignment with that phase of our mission, which was karma clearing. And if you think about it, if you were to be a white sheep among black sheep, then you would simply be in minority, and it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with being white or black or being purple or yellow. It's just the fact that you may have been born among, you may have had very rigid upbringing and a childhood where this is the core wound that I've been sharing about, the starseed core wound that's just not feeling understood. And now your job as the parent for your inner child is to build those dreams. And I don't want this to just sound like a motivational speech. This is really not my intention, is to really look at all the ways in which your inner child has been literally dragged through life. And I'm almost seeing like someone who's been just sitting in a corner and was just not seen, was just not listened to, was ignored, was abandoned. And this is what we've all done with our soul. And this is what we are no longer willing to do. Now, when it comes to how do external circumstances will align with this reality, that is our job as the adults, right? Our job as the mature version of our inner child is to, okay, we have gathered enough data to sort of understand the world. Now, I acknowledge your desires, I acknowledge your dreams, I know what our path is, I know why we came here. The time has come for us to no longer fake and just play another role, and to really just go for it. Now, how do we do that? Just imagine yourself sitting with your inner child at a desk or on a sofa, whatever, and just, on a piece of paper, just writing down and being like, okay, you want this, I'm gonna get you that. Even though nobody has understood your dreams because they were so out there, because you may not even remember them anymore, but you are the one that is going to unravel and to walk your unique path. This is what we've been talking for a long time. The Age of Aquarius, your unique expression, your authentic self, and we are living it. And we will one day, very, very soon, look back and just remember the old earth, or maybe not even remember, where we and most people would just not live would live disconnected from who they really are, where the childhood dreams were just some sort of fantasy that could never be reached, or just something only for children to dream about. And this is just the opposite of what we are here to do. So this is an invitation for you to really reconnect. And it may get emotional, it may get frustrating, it may get overwhelming, but it is your invitation to reconnect with the truth of who you are. And with that will come some emotional releasing. Could be fears, past fears, could be judgments from other people, could be the deeper wounds of not feeling understood, of not feeling like you belong, connected with the world, just a lot of fear. I personally had to process immense amount of fears over the past 3 days, just as we shifted into the Age of Aquarius. And I really want you to know that this is normal. This is why healing, this is one of the things that I work in the healing sessions, is really liberating those unprocessed emotions, because this is the only way that you can truly liberate your soul and take back lost parts of who you are that you have given to the external world, which is really just what we call trauma. So this is what I have for you. We will go deeper sometime this week, but if this message resonated, then just let me know in the comments below, and we will check in back soon. Take care, and bye for now.